Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore one of the most fundamental and widely used machines in electrical engineering, the DC motor. Our focus is on the core principle, how this device essentially converts electrical energy into mechanical energy of motion. We will break down the electromagnetic principle at play, examine the key components that make continuous relation possible, and look at where this motor power our world. The operation of a DC motor is rooted in a simple but powerful physical law, the interaction between a magnetic field and electric current. Specifically, this motor relies on the principle that a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field will experience a mechanical force. Looking at the cross-section of the DC machine here, we can identify two main parts. The stator, which is a stationary part containing the main field poles and coil to produce the steady magnetic field, and the rotor or armature, which is a rotating part where the current flows. The interaction between the stationary magnetic field and the current flowing through the armature is what generates the torque that causes rotation. The exact mechanism that creates motion is based on the Lorentz force. The Lorentz force states that the force F experienced by a current I in a magnetic field B is proportional to the cross product of the current beta and the magnetic field beta. You can visualize this using the right-hand rule, which determines the direction of the force. In the motor, when DC current is supplied to the armature coil, it creates its own magnetic field. This armature field tries to align itself with the stator's field, resulting in the rotation force or torque. Crucially, the torque will start the rotor once the armature aligns with the stator poles. It will just oscillate back and forth. To ensure continuous rotation, we need to constantly reverse the direction of the current in the armature coil every half time. This job is handled by the commutator and brushes. The commutator is a segmented ring connected to the armature windings. The stationary brushes make contact with the commutator segment, ensuring the current direction in the coil is reversed precisely at the moment the coil passes the neutral axis, thus keeping the torque in the same rotational direction. DC motors come in many different forms, but they all share key components. The primary elements are the armature, rotor, the field magnet, stator, either permanent magnets or electromagnets, brushes, and the commutator. We classify DC motor based on how the field coil is connected to the armature. The simplest is the permanent magnet DC motor, often seen in small toys and appliances like the image on the left. These use permanent magnet for the field and are simple and reliable. For higher power applications, we have separately excited series, shared and compound DC motor. For instance, series motors offer very high starting torque and are commonly used in transient applications, while shared motors offer much better speed regulation, making them suitable for constant speed industrial applications. Because of their excellent speed control characteristics and high starting torque, DC motors are widely used across almost every industry. In automotive applications, they power everything from windshield wipers and power windows to electric vehicle propulsion. In industrial settings, they are used for precise control in rolling mills, hoists, cranes, and robotics. And in the domestic range, they power tools, fans, and various home appliances. Their ability to provide variable speed control simply by adjusting the input voltage makes them extremely versatile. This slide summarizes the core function of the DC motor. It's an energy converter. We input electrical energy in the form of direct current, and through the principle of electromagnetism, the current carrying coil interacting with the stationary magnetic field, we obtain kinetic energy or rotation motion. The efficiency of this conversion, along with the precise control the DC motor offers, is why it remains a foundational component in nearly all modern technology. That concludes my presentation on the working on the DC motor. Thank you for your attention.